Oh, hi. I'm Bill Meyer, and I'm the manager of Northwest Life Funds. Today I wanted to talk to you about passive income, fundamentals, and also there's a lot of different levels that we could talk about passive income. But I think the most important thing is, I want to talk about to start with anyway, is inflation. Everybody knows that there's inflation out there. But one of the things we don't consider is technological change. So inflation runs, 2.5%, 3%, but technological change is never computed in the calculus for inflation rate. So let's do an example. When I was a young man at 12, I was delivering newspapers, and I think at that time the newspapers cost a quarter. Today I get my media now on an iPad. So what's going to happen in the future? Do you think there's going to be another technological change that will create, and oh, by the way, the media today is over $1,000, and then the newspaper was a quarter. I'd say that's pretty deep inflation. And I don't think anybody would want to live without an iPad. At least for me now that I have one, I certainly want. And of course I'm going to want to buy the next super duper thing that's going to come along. It happens. That's called technological change. So if we just kind of talk about an income stream, let's say, let's talk about $1 million you have, and we need a 4% return on investment because we think we can make that kind of money. Well, hey, money comes in at 40,000 and we go out at 40,000 and everything is in stasis, everything is fine. But is it? What about the next iPad? Suddenly your cost of your living cost goes up by the inflation rate, which, say it's $30,000. And so that means you need 70,000 at least because you want to reinvest 30 to make your principal grow. So, but people say, well, no, wait a minute. My plan is I'm going to last for 20 years, and then I won't need it anymore. And I think that's a foolish concept because if you have, I don't know why you would want to run out of money at any particular time because you don't know how long you're going to live. So one person said, well, I wouldn't do that because I have kids and I don't want to give them a dime. Well, then what you can do is you have control and give it to a charity. But the real risk is you're going to run out of money. So so what are we going to do? How are we going to make this 7%? So let's talk about the two major passive income investments today. One is bonds, and bonds have a problem. Bonds pay 2-3%, and you need 7. And as interest rates are really low right now, and as time goes on, what's going to happen? Well, as interest rates rise, the value of your bonds go down, so it's going to diminish your returns. Now, your principal may or may not be affected, but you'll probably have to take money out at a loss, which means, guess what? It won't work. The other really, I think is a solid investment is life settlements. Life settlements have the advantage in that I think on the industry-wide basis, they make about 8%. So they have stock-like returns, but they have no market volatility. They have no interest rate volatility. People tend to mature on a consistent basis if you're in a pooled investment. So if, like on our fund, we have 20 policies, so we expect 2 to 3 of the policies mature every year. I don't know which ones are going to be the ones that mature. Nobody does. That's God's preview. But we do know that some are going to mature early, some are going to mature late. But using that same scenario then that we've just been talking about, you have $1 million, you want to have a 4% distribution. Well, guess what? That means you can reinvest that 4% in the pool, and it grows. So now you have a growing asset, not a diminishing asset. Anyway, everybody's situation is different. I would love to talk to you about whatever your situation is and give you some feedback. But I think this is an area that you should take a look at, and I'm looking forward to hear from you. Thank you so much.